So I want y'all to hear this. I'm watching this Kennedy confirmation here. And I want y'all to hear this because, see, I told you they were going to tell on themselves. Now, watch how she get this breakdown, how much power this man got and what he can do in this office. Family, hold on, listen. We ear hustlers.
Of how, as Secretary of HHS, if you get confirmed, you can influence every one of those lawsuits. Well, let me start the list. You could publish your anti-vaccine conspiracies, but this time on U.S. government letterhead, something a jury might be impressed by. You could appoint a CDC vaccine panel who share your anti-vax views and let them do your dirty work. You could tell the CDC vaccine panel to remove a particular vaccine from the vaccine schedule. You could remove vaccines from special compensation programs, which would open up manufacturers to mass torts. You could make more injuries eligible for compensation even if there is no causal evidence. You could change vaccine court processes to make it easier to bring junk lawsuits. You could turn over FDA data to your friends at the law firm, and they could use it however it benefited them. You could change vaccine labeling. You could change vaccine information rules. You could change which claims are compensated in the vaccine injury compensation program. There's a lot of ways that you can influence those future lawsuits and pending lawsuits while you are Secretary of HHS, and I'm asking you to commit right now that you will not take a financial stake in every one of those lawsuits so that what you do as Secretary will also benefit you financially down the line.
Now, family, I'm going to stop it right there. We're going to stop it right there, and we're just going to ponder on what she just said to us, family. Now, we're going to ponder on what she just said to us because, see, she just gave us some key points. She just gave us some blue clues. Now, let's analyze what this lady just told us now. She just basically told us what they were using against us. Now, y'all go back and watch what she said. Now, we don't need to hear the rest of that because Kennedy, hey, you be a fool not to take your daggone cut for suing them company because you the one helping them folks get their lawsuit. Hey, get your cut like the rest of them do. Everybody getting a cut right now. Get your fair share. Don't answer that question. But back to what she was saying. Now, did you see how much power that woman just said that one person had? And now, ain't we going through everything that woman just said right now with them in office? Ain't we going through everything that woman said? Now that they in office, didn't God say they were going to start telling on themselves? See, it's in between the lines, Sam. You got to read in between the lines. They telling on themselves. They can't help it. They done got so comfortable doing it, and it makes sense in their brain that is right when we clearly know it's wrong. And see, this how they tell on themselves. They done got too comfortable doing this, fam. But pay attention to what she just said in this video, family. I got to go. But pay attention to what that woman just said, family. Look how much power was in one position and how they're using it against your family. They're using it against us. Some things were put in place for good things, but when people are abusing it, baby, it's a problem. We've come to a point in society where people are abusing the power that's supposed to be helping build. So like I said, fam, we got to start breaking some of these things. Damn, we got to get on these hearings. I don't own the audio and the rights to that audio or video, but these are our representatives, and these are the conversations that they're having that we are supposed to be a part of because we own the airwaves, family. Research that. We own the airwaves, baby. We, the American people, own the airwaves that they up here and these phones that they up here on. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy, your uncle, for letting us know that. Senator Kennedy told me that. He said, baby, y'all American folks own the airwaves. I don't know how they trying to control it. Go research, family. We got to research. You looking at the wrong stuff. That's why I say we want to know how to get on here and dance and do all that stuff. You're fighting for TikTok for the wrong reason. You fighting for TikTok to dumb you and your child down so y'all can keep twerking in front of TikTok, in front of these phones, instead of using it to build yourself. That's why I say as a human race, come on now. Come on now. They telling you exactly what's going on right there in your face, but you too busy being distracted. Some of us know exactly what's going on. And that's why they mad. They gonna stay mad at me, though. But get back to God, family. God taught us how to do for self. When you start depending on people to do for you and they start abusing the help, it's time to let that help go, family. It's just like we in a domestic violence situation in America and we holding on to our abusers. We in a domestic violence situation and we telling the abusers, come on, keep abusing me. I ain't gonna let you go, baby. I ain't gonna let you go. You gonna do better next time. Come on now, when we gonna get out this domestic violence situation? When is we, the American people, going to get out of this domestic violence situation? They even gave us a word, domestic violence. They ain't got anger management classes. Come on now, when we going to get out of this, family? They putting it right there in our face. What to do, how to do, when to do. Because they telling us right here in our face what's going on around. I mean, it can't be no more clearer than this. That man out there is trying to clean up the mess that these folks done made all these years outside, family. And right now, the only people that got a problem with somebody trying to clean up a mess is somebody who is profiting off the mess or somebody who creating the mess and who got caught in that cookie jar. And right now, too many folks' hands in that cookie jar for that cookie, and it ain't even no breadcrumbs left. Now, we trying to say, all right, let's figure it out and try to build this thing back. It's the folks who done robbed the cookie jar who mad because they can't keep coming back robbing it off the folks who making the daggone cookies. So we as adults got to start having adult conversations. It's 2025. It's about to be February already. And I promise if I take you riding around these neighborhoods, and which I'm probably going to do that, ride around these neighborhoods so we can see where this progression that everybody talking they see. Because I promise, baby, maybe they got me in this holographic world where they only putting crackheads and raggedy folks around me for some kind of reason. Maybe I'm living in some kind of illusion where I don't know what the heck going on. But evidently, I'm living in some kind of matrix because, like I said, when you start talking to adults about adult conversations, can't nobody go further than Diddy and Jay-Z in jail for the same stuff that we've been dealing with in our communities. And we need to have a talk about that, family, because and it kind of how ironic. It's just so ironic. I'm going to take it back. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. Who else we got? All our black men who come up in the household as men doing good stuff turning into daggone demons. How is it that we allowing them to present an image of a black man and a black woman at our worst? They make the images of us at our worst. They will never show me out here advocating for my communities. They will never advocate or show me out here trying to build up the community. They will never show us in that light, but they always got us in front of these devices. Got you watching fights. Got you hating on each other. They got us doing every daggone thing but helping each other. And these folks on whole live meetings on how they got in alliance against us. That's why I'm confused, family. I'm confused. I'm so confused at reality because, like I said, I don't do drugs. Maybe because I don't do drugs, I don't see what everybody else see. I smoke weed, but all the other shit, no, I can't get with it. So that's probably why I'm looking at stuff like, excuse my cussing, but that's why I'm looking at stuff like, okay, where are we going in society? Because if you look outside, they tearing all the buildings down that were creative and had creativity to them, and everybody living in the same kind of house, and like everything is exactly alike. It's like everybody in competition to replicate the same thing just in a different way and mad at each other and trying to outdo each other with the same project. It's like that. But then again, like you said, they got it in the songs. I understood the assignment. The assignment was to do the same thing, and the same thing is hate is not growing. Like, at what point are we gonna realize that we living on somebody's 4-year dream when we got to face reality after them 4 years? We are waking up in a 4-hour or 4-year dream. People want us to keep living in a dream, a 4-year dream, while we got to face reality every daggone day. I'm 43 years old, baby. I can't live no daggone American dream, baby, when I got to live with the reality of that daggone dream when y'all gone. I'm still dealing with the repercussions of everybody's dreams, while we, American people, still living in reality. We ain't chasing no dreams, baby. We living in reality. The dream is to come and follow us and mimic us so you can go back home and take it back there. That's why we confused out here. Because some of us can't live no daggone dream. Most of us over here got to live reality. And the reality people trying to put us in, baby, it just don't make sense. Now, at some point, we got to put a stop to it, make it make sense. Because like I said, go back and listen to what that woman said. That's why I put it at the beginning of the video, because I talk too much. I'll be honest with you, I talk too much. But I got questions to ask, and it's time to ask these questions, because at this point in reality, baby, it isn't like, what is the point of getting up? What future are we building? Because it makes absolutely no sense at all that everybody's dream is to come over here and to keep us down and want to justify keeping us down. I seen a shirt the other day. I was in the store, and it says, have empathy or something to that nature, or feel the same empathy for somebody else. And I kind of asked my daughter what that meant, and she was like, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. And I'm like, now that's kind of deep, because people want us to have empathy for them. They want us to put ourselves in their shoes, but then they won't turn around and put themselves in your shoes. And that's the problem that I have with that. People want us to put on their weight in their shoes and feel empathy for them, but then they have none whatsoever when it comes to you and your weight and your problem. They get mad at you because you don't want to have empathy for them because they didn't have empathy for you. So like I said, baby, I'm confused out here with this word salad world we living in, how you can have conversations with people and clearly you're having different conversations because you're thinking that they saying one word and clearly the definition of what you was taught to that word is clearly something different than what they was taught. So we living in a society now where even though you're speaking the same tone, frequency, you're clearly having 3-4 different definitions for that one word, family. I figured it out when I figured out I couldn't have a conversation with one of my guy friends. And we are good business partners, and we do a lot of business together. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when it comes to having some conversations, we bump heads because I'm saying one thing, and I'm thinking he's hearing what I'm saying. In his mind, it means something totally different. So when it hit the fan, and it's like, well, I said this, he's like, no, well, I interpreted this way. So we living in a world where people have come over here, learned the language, but they didn't learn the language. All they learned was the word without the meaning. And that's the only way I can make sense of it. You only learn how to make sentences without learning the definition of the word, because right now I'm trying to learn another language. However, it's hard because I have to understand what the definition of those words is before I can understand what that word is and how to use it in a sentence and how to apply it properly. And right now I think a lot of people skipping that step. Just like that man I seen out there when I was living in Charlotte. He was standing in front of the store. And he was at the hood store. And he was, every time somebody would walk out the store, he would copy what they say. And I kind of thought that was interesting because I'm like, why is he standing here trying to copy what black folks say? I don't mean no harm, but this is not the place you want to be trying to learn English at. You don't want to be around this trying to learn English because we don't speak book English. We speak street English, which is what they, I guess, call Ebonics. That's why I talk like this. You know what I'm saying? So we speak in 2 different languages because that definition in the book is not the same definition in the streets. It's just like if I'm over here in Black Man World and I go over there to Chinatown or Koreatown or Jamaican Town or African Town, them folk gonna act totally different than I act. That's why I don't know nobody outside, 'cause them folk act totally different than I act. So I can't relate to those people's lifestyle because we in total different frequencies. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't want to be open to share their world with everybody, which is weird because if you over here in my world and you telling me that I got to be uncomfortable in my country and this is the country that I'm from so that you can be convenient, it don't make logical sense to me. I'm just be honest. Like, I'm out. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just keep honest with y'all, family. I can only be as honest as I can be. Like, I mean, I don't mind learning other people's language, other people's culture and heritage, but it's a problem when they have a problem with mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind you being who you are, so why do you have a problem with me being who I am? I can't change who I am just like you can't change who you are. The only thing I can change is my attitude, like you can change your attitude. You know what I'm saying? All we do is try to find a way to learn and grow and learn the right definition to these words so that we can know how to apply them. But right now, if nobody is speaking the same dialogue and the same language and have the same meaning to the words, then baby, you're having an empty conversation. Right now, we are having empty conversations. We're having, they got a word for it. It just ain't coming to my brain, but they got a word for when you got a solution, but it goes nowhere. They got a word for it, family. Trust me, look it up. They use it all the time in these nonprofit organizations. That's where they use that word. I'm trying to think of it, but it's a term for it, where it's like they got the solution. Ain't no solution, but the plan is to never make the solution come forward. It's a dead solution. That's what it's called, a dead solution. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, God. I told you, God, bring it back to you, man. It's called a dead solution. So they have dead solutions right here for us Americans. And now I guess God done came back and flipped the script, because Kamala Harris said they wanted to turn the page. So God said, baby, I'm going to let you turn that page, but I'm going to show you how to flip the script. And God flipped that script on them real quick. So now when they talking about all these programs being cut, Trump ain't talking about cutting the programs for the American people. He is literally talking about cutting these programs for these immigrants and these other people who've come over here and clearly abused the system, man. This one will get $13,000 in food stamps and $5,000 in cash assistance. Baby, I don't even get food stamps. I don't even get food stamps. I got to use my insurance card. I got to use the insurance card to get groceries. Or spend some green cash. Because, see, the way they try to make it seem like us black women need these services, baby, 9 times out of 10, as you going to see when Trump start doing these cuts, we ain't the ones who getting it. And that's what he said, a lot of people going to have some red cheeks. Because, baby, as you start seeing when he start cutting some of these services, the people, like I said, that's going to be affected the most are the ones who ain't supposed to be getting it no way, because they don't even give it to people like me. They stuck me in these projects. I ain't even got no access to no housing. It ain't no such thing as no going out there like we did back in the days where you just go out there, hey, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that in 2025. That's why it makes absolutely no sense for people, American people, who ain't going nowhere after 4 years, 20 years, 10 years, or however long these folk contract is, for us to sign a contract to own nothing and love it. Make it make sense. Where we going? I'm about to say, like, some things, man, you get the thing about this thing, boy, they want you to make sense out of some stuff they done put together in their head and mad because it won't work. I ain't mad at Trump. I love Joe Biden. I voted for Joe because I didn't have a problem with him. But then when the party went the other way, we had to start asking ourselves as humans some questions. What are our values and our morals? Because some things is more than just about a dollar, baby. That's where I think the party got messed up at, because they put a dollar over our lives and our values and our morals. We don't mind helping nobody, but the problem is, like I said, people want us to have empathy for them who clearly ain't got no empathy for us, but their empathy for us to come over here and use us and be better than us. And mad when we be like, nah, baby, we ain't dealing with that no more. Them days gone, baby. We ain't our parents. You know what I'm saying? Our parents had that empathy for you. They were like, come on, baby, we feel you. But, hey, the attitude we getting back now from people, like, come on, nah. Hey, I don't need no friends. I'm 43 years old, baby. I'm going to tell you, I ain't never had no friends. Most of the people I know got friends right now is in the dirt right now because their friends came over and became their best friend and got that envy and jealousy in their heart, and we don't know why these folk mad, envy and jealous of us. We just trying to be their friend. We just trying to be nice to them. And grandparents used to always tell them, get away from them because they got that devil in their eyes. They got that evil in their eyes, and we were like, what are we talking about? This is my best friend. I love my best friend. Next thing you know, they going out partying together. One of them gone, and the other one still here. And guess what? Which one's gone? Yeah, the one that's me. The one that look like me, act like me, and ain't got no country to run to. And guess who's still here? Yeah, the one who got a country to run to. That's why I'm confused, family. I done seen so many of my family members, my community just destroyed. Destroyed. That's why I say I'm going to ride around and let y'all see, or you can go in the videos and see. These communities are destroyed. And you looking at us like, come on, let's rebuild, let's save. Let's save what, baby? What are we saving at this point? And this is just like a real honest question. Because, baby, I know how to grow my own food. I know how to go in the woods and chop down my own house and build my own house, baby. So what are we saving at this point? Because the only people who getting the raw end of this stick is us. Because it seems like everybody want to keep coming over here, start over, try this. And none of this stuff is working for us, the American people. So we can't be mad at Trump right now. He is doing exactly what that Bible said he's supposed to do, go in there and pull them laws out and reconstruct some stuff, because a lot of that stuff don't need. A lot of that stuff the American people is not benefiting from whatsoever. And we get ready to see that. Yeah, we get ready to see. Just where this money went. That's why they forgot about that audit word. See, Trump knew it was a time when God gave him a word to use, tariff. And God knew that it was a time that I was going to need that word, audit. Go back and check on Granddaddy's stuff. Because some math ain't mathing. I ain't know where in the world I'm the one advocating for affordable housing, jobs, and health care, and they stuck me in the projects. I ain't know where in the world I'm fighting for education, and you change my baby residency and take her out of school so she can't better herself. Take away one of her classes so that she got to go to some school. Make it make sense now. But y'all saying we the ones using these programs that we clearly don't qualify for. How is that possible, baby? That's why I say the truth coming out. Well, they try to make it seem like the black women were stuck in these projects and we didn't want to elevate and prosper. Baby, I've been out on my own since I was 16 years old. I didn't get to the project till COVID came because I couldn't get a place. I had a job working at Verizon and Spectrum and still couldn't get a place. So let's be 100 with this when we get to talking about, oh, black folk lazy. No, black people ain't lazy. Black folk just have people that's jealous and envious of us who come in and sabotage our lives. It's a difference. I got a lot of friends who committed crimes not because they wanted to be committing crimes. They committed crimes because they didn't have no fucking choice. Excuse my language. It's a difference. That's why I say we're living in a world where people have taken reality and twisted it so far in their mind that they don't want to live in the truth no more. People done got caught up in that lie so bad before they get here, they don't believe the lie. So you live the lie and you get comfortable with the lie. So when the truth do come out, it tell your soul, look, because you can't handle the daggone truth. And that's why I say I don't know what kind of world we living in where we grew up as adults. We can't talk about real issues, and we don't want to take a look around at what's really going on outside. So I'm going to take this phone around. I'm going to ride around the community, and I want you to see these raggedy roads. I want you to see how they tore down these houses, and they only building these same houses with no characteristic to them whatsoever. You just putting folks in and charging them for it. You don't got no. You can hear everybody all around you, and you're paying about $2,000 to $3,000 to be living with your daggone neighbors. I don't think it's like you just got a room where you just close your door at home. Even if you're living in a nice neighborhood, it's not nice no more because it's overcrowded. They done come in and tore up most of the houses and built them quick Playboy houses around them. It's a mess outside. Like, it's really like Farrakhan said, they were going to make America look like a third world country, and I promise that man ain't lying. These folks outside really trying to make it look like a third world country outside. And sad and mad. Because it ain't working, they just getting caught up in it. We're not going to keep ready to pay y'all to tear our stuff up, baby. Our grandparents didn't raise us like that. Hey, like I do Precious. I wait till she go to bed. Then I'm going to get her ass up and tell her go in there and get that together. Because you should have done it before you went to bed. Especially if you're getting paid for it. Especially if you're getting paid for it. I didn't complain on their job I went to. The only time I complained when they know they was out of order, and it wasn't complaining. It was letting them know this ain't how you get ready to carry me. You ain't get ready to carry me some kind of way, because that's how you feel. We all the same. So, fam, let me get off this thing because I'm talking too much. The memory, like, girl, cut that phone off. I'm going to cut it off because it probably don't even let me load it. But y'all think about what that woman said at the beginning. That's why I put it at the beginning, because I knew you weren't going to sit back here long enough and watch this long video with me telling y'all how it is. Get y'allself together for God outside. One little family. God outside. Get it right, family. Y'all know our grandparents didn't raise us this way. That's why your mama and daddy sent you to your grandparents, and your grandparents told you about them. So it's like your grandparents didn't tell you about them suckers. They were they chill.